Alright, sassy gamers, this is Phoenix Nova behind the camera here at DreamHack Atlanta 2023. I'm with Alan of ZoopTEK, and he's here with his game No Reloading Survival Trials. Alan, tell us a little bit about this game.
So the way it came to be was I was playing Doom Eternal, great game, but it's a little too fast for me. And it's like, man, this game would be awesome with a little bit of bullet time. And so that's how No Reloading was born. It was like an experiment of the frenetic combat of Doom Eternal with some bullet time so you can take a little breather. And so that's how No Reloading was born.
Now, you told me this is a roguelite, and I've been watching a couple of trials as people go through this. They go through different environments.
Yep.
That are reminiscent of other games. We won't say those names. But typically with roguelites, there's some progression in between deaths. How does that work with this game?
Sure. So there's a style combo system. So the whole game is about as when bullet time was added, I added a whole bunch of cool stunts. So Roger and Duke, the characters of the game, Roger's the robot, Duke's the corgi. They love action movies, like the 80s, 90s cheesy ones. They love The Matrix, like stuff like that. They love old school video games and such. And so they built this video game together, and so you're going through kind of their interests. You're exploring their interests as you're going through the arenas. Now, as in terms of progression, you earn essentially experience points for combining all those stunts together, all those action movie stunts, the shoot dodge, the somersault, wall running, all those things you expect from all those great, awesome video games and movies that are in this game. And you combine them together, you get experience points, and then you can unlock more and more stunts. And each time you finish a run, you start over, but you can choose a new combination of stunts.
Now, what I thought was a fascinating mechanic with this was it wasn't so much like what you picked up and used as a weapon or how you used it. Well, it is how you use it, but not like typical games. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so the guns are actually not like your primary, not your primary action mode.
Damage?
Yeah, it's not your primary mode of thinking. Let's put it that way. So really stunts are your primary modes of interacting with the game. You always want to use the right stunt to achieve the result. So like if you're going for a more gun-based gameplay, you want to use shoot dodge because it's you are moving slowly, you get free bullet time, you get headshot damage, it helps you get more headshots. Now, if you want to do a more throwing build, you want to pick up, crates and turtle shells and whatever, and you want to throw them at enemies. Well, cartwheels, the stunt you want to use there because you get extra throw damage up. So yeah, you can combine all these stunts and upgrades and play the way you want. Sure.
Also, another fascinating thing about it is that doing these stunts and doing damage to the enemies didn't just do damage to the enemies, but that's how you recovered yourself.
Yes, exactly. So in the top right, there's a style meter. As I said, that's how you unlock things. It's also how you heal. So if you're not at full health, instead of getting experience points, you get health points. So the better your combos, the faster you heal. So the really good players stay on tip-top health pretty much the entire time.
Yeah, absolutely.
You combine all the stunts.
Now it is called No Reloading for a very specific reason. I don't think you've touched upon it quite yet.
No. No reloading is because the R key just makes jokes about how he doesn't reload. Roger does not reload. He just throws his gun and uses tractor beam arms to pick up another gun.
Well, I love it. This is very much in the theme that you were talking about, where they have the interests of like these old action movies and stuff like that, where they would fire 2,000 bullets from a gun, throw it down, and get the next gun.
Yep.
So I love the progression with that as well.
Yep, that's it. On casual difficulty, the guns have hundreds and hundreds of bullets for that very reason, for that action movie vibe. Yep.
So something that you hinted upon, and I want to know a little bit more about, is that there's actually options for streamers in this.
Yes. So streamers are always looking for ways to engage with their fans. And so a few games have tried streamer mode. We have our take on it too. Plus it's a roguelite. The roguelites are always already about randomness. How about some randomness from your viewers? So what a streamer can do is they can hook up their chat to the game. It's really easy. And then as their viewers chat, they can trigger events. They can vote for events, of course, but there's also a bunch of secret keywords they can learn and figure out to do even more devious things to the streamer or help them. But
Cool.
Usually devious.
Okay, so since this is a roguelite and you do have progression, it sounds like you got really good thought put into the story here. Is this a roguelite where there's a true ending to the story?
So the story is, it is still fairly lightweight. It's more so that you are exploring the friendship between Roger and Duke. So Duke the Corgi acts as the dungeon master of this game they've built together, and Roger's obviously playing through it. And so they tease each other, they having a good time together. It's really about kind of like a teenage friendship of you and your friends playing games together.
Now, my understanding is this is not released yet. It is available for wishlist on Steam.
And available for playtests.
And available for playtest, I believe, if you join the Discord.
Yes, yep.
And with that, is there an approximate release time frame?
1 month.
1 month?
Just 1 month.
Coming right up.
Coming right up.
Oh, that's fantastic. What platforms is it? Well, obviously PC because of Steam, but any other platforms is it becoming?
We should be able to easily release to Linux and Mac. It may not be immediate, but we need to test those and make sure it all works. And then we'll just see how the game goes. The more attention the game gets, the more likely it'll appear on other platforms. It's kind of how it works.
Okay, Alan, so we know we can find you on Steam for No Reloading Survival Trials.
Yep.
But where else can a fan find you?
We got all the socials. We got YouTube and Twitch and Twitter and all the Instagram, all those things. But Discord is probably the best way to get contact with me directly. Ask for the playtest. I'll let you in. Say hi.
Excellent. Excellent. Anything else you want to tell us?
Please wishlist No Reloading Survival Trials, ASAP, noreloading.com, or really easy to search for it.
Absolutely, Alan. Thank you very much for your time.
Oh, thank you.
And you have a great rest of your DreamHack.
You too.